remember the values of x. Okay, x are those these values, right? Y equals to, the y values are, I have the values here: 7, 14,
14, 15,
15, yes, 16, 18, 18 and
18, 19,
19. Yes.
19.
Thank you. Okay, so we have the data. Okay, all you need to know is which library you have to use. Okay, so just हमें बस ये पता होना चाहिए कि कौन सी लाइब्रेरी यूज करना है. तो वी आर गोइंग टू यूज linear regression class from sklearn library, scikit-learn library. Okay, so you just search for that and see how to use that function or library. Okay, so we have this linear regression which is defined in sklearn underscore model library. Okay, so we have to import this. So we will import it. So I will write from this library import this class. Okay, from this library import this class. Okay, then I will create an object of that. So let's say regressor, reg stands for my regressor, and I will create object of this class. Okay, we need the object of this class. Okay, then reg dot fit. Now for this object we have to fit a data, okay, which is given in x and y, right? We'll discuss this fit function in more detail in means in upcoming classes. Okay, we have to fit this given data. Okay, so x and y. So let's run this much code. Okay, now we are getting some error. Just try to interpret this error. First, the value, it is a value error, expected 2D array but got 1D array. Yes. Now we have defined x and y as 1D array. Okay, now first we have to convert. Now see what they are saying. Uh, Somewhere we can use pen in age. Yes, a draw tool. Yes. Now, what they are expecting? They are expecting a 2D array like this. So this is my x, this is zeroth element, this is first, and so on. And we are providing them a 1D array. So we have to reshape our array. Okay, the function is name is reshape. We have to reshape this 1 comma n. In this case our n value is 5, 1 comma n array to 5 comma 1. Okay, so we have to use a reshape function. So for that what I can do, I will and reshape function is defined in numpy array. Okay, so I have to import that. So just I will import that numpy array, numpy function library, numpy, and I will do np dot array. This array should be np array. Okay, numpy array. So I will just make a change. I will change that list to np array, numpy array, and here now I can write x dot reshape -1 1. Okay, now this parameter will change that row vector into the one column vector. Okay, so that is the use of this reshape function. You got why we are doing this, right? Why we are reshaping? It is expecting a 2D because it is a linear regression, and there can be multiple features. If you go for the multiple linear regression, you have to provide multiple features, right? So just let me. Yes, so it is expecting a feature vector. First column will be our feature 1, that is x1, then x2. Okay, if you have 3 features, that model is expecting input in this form. Okay, now in our case we have only single vector, that means this one, but still the input parameter is 2D, okay, two dimensional. That's why we have to reshape it, and the function is reshape, that is defined in numpy. That's why we have to use a numpy object. That's why I have converted our normal list to the numpy array list. Okay. Okay, now let's rerun this. Yes, we have a regression. Now go to that page and see which functions have been provided in this. So we have fit, yes, we have fitted, right? X and Y. Then predict, yes, we can use a predict function to predict the scores, okay, for the given X. Then we have score, it gives R2 R square error. Okay, we will print that also. And along with that we have some attributes like coefficient and intercept. Coefficient is nothing but a slope, so I can easily print a coefficient using coefficient my regression dot coefficient underscore. It is a attribute. Okay, so don't give brackets after that, and then print my regressor and intercept underscore. Okay, so I will run it and see the score. The slope value is 2.8. Okay, and what we have found here, the slope value is 2.8. Yes, and the intercept value is 6.1999, that means 6.2. If we round off, here we have 6.2. Okay, so our manual calculations are correct, and this we have determined from this scikit-learn library, right? And I can print score of my regressor. What are the parameters for score? So see, score X and Y. Okay, so just provide the values X and Y. X comma Y. Okay, again I am getting a error. Yes, still same error. Expected 2D array got 1D array, so X has to be reshaped. Okay, what about Y? We are not getting error for Y, because in regression the output would be a single value, right? So it will be anyways 1D array. Okay, so the second parameter is 1D array only. So that you can find out in fit function. We'll go to the page of fit function. See, array like shape, target values, array like sparse matrix. It is a sparse matrix, target values. Okay, y. Okay, anyways, so score value, so just run it. We are getting 0.87, the value for r square error. If it is nearer to 1, that means your model is good. Okay, so we are getting 0.87, that means our model is 87 accurate, 87% accurate. Okay, which can be seen by this. Okay, I will plot this regression line and my data. So for that we need a plotting library, and generally we use matplotlib. Matplotlib is the library. I will conduct one special class for plotting. So from matplotlib import pyplot as plt. Okay, now what I can do, I will do this in separate cell B. Okay, so plt dot. Okay, now I want to plot my data x and y. So plt dot scatter that plot. So I have to plot my data. Okay, so it will be a scatter plot. Okay, scatter and give my give the data. Okay, and I will simply show this data. Okay, so I have given the data. Okay, and I will show it. Okay, so this is my scatter of the data. Okay, now in this I have to plot my regression line. Okay, so for that we need y values. So that will be y predicted. I have to use my regressor to predict the value for the given x. Just let me just cross check again. I have to reshape it. I will explain everything, don't worry what I am doing. Okay, I have that. Then plt dot plot. Plot is the function for plotting. So what I want to plot x and y predicted. Y predicted. Yes. So this is my regression line. It is similar to what we have here. Okay. See, for the third and fourth, it is very closer. Here also you can see in third and for the third and fourth point, it is very much closer. And okay, now you ask me the doubt. I will clear your doubt. How I have implemented these data points were given to us, right? We want a linear regression. We knew that it is defined in sklearn. So I will search for that. So this is the homepage that I have got. So from here I learned that it is defined in sklearn linear model library. So I have imported that using this syntax from sklearn.linear model import linear regression. Okay, first, okay, and sample code will be given at the bottom, so you can understand or learn how to code, okay, from this home page. Huh. uh, so uh, so this sample code is given. Okay, so first I have to create an object, or directly you can call a object and dot fit. Okay, give x and y are the x are the independent variable, y are the dependent variable. Okay, so here, and we noted that it has to be a 2D array. Okay, that's why we have done a reshape function. We have called reshape function, and this will give me a 2D, a column vector. Okay, then I have to fit this data. Okay, so that's for that I have a fit function. Once we have a model, then we can call these attributes to get a coefficient or slope. This is nothing but a slope. Okay, or y-intercept. Okay, and then I can get a score value by using a score function. Score function is also defined here. Okay, it gives me r2 squared error. Okay, r squared error, and this is for plotting. This will cover in later on. First I have plotted a scatter of my given data points. Then I need this regression line. I need the values of y. That's why I have calculated. I have called a predict function. Okay, for the given data points, these are the predicted values. Okay, these are the given values. Okay, जो y है वो given values है. Okay, and from this regressor, okay, that we have learned, I will get a predicted value. Then plot function will plot a line, okay, for x and y predicted value, and I'm showing the plot. So any doubt till this point? So this is how we can implement. So tomorrow we have a lab. So we are going to implement a linear regression for any data set. Okay, and the steps would remain the same. First we will observe the data. We'll see whether there is a linear some relationship between the data. Okay, then we'll uh, find out the line equation using our formula. Okay, so internally, so when we call this fit function, okay, internally this this equation is implemented. Okay, this is how they have found out the slope value and the intercept value. Okay, now please ask the question if you have any. Okay, please do the calculation for this given data. This is your homework. This is your given data, and the result is this one. Please note down the data. This is our numerical number 2. Same you can try to implement using sklearn library linear regression class. These are the given samples, and this is the final equation. This is the scatter and the regression line. Do you have any doubt? Okay, so we'll
No,
stop
sir,
here.
it's clear.